the self-doubt is the most destructive one. It's the one that is, you need it, but because otherwise you'd be a douche, I think. But it's still hard to live. I think it's just hard to live, and hard for people around me to live as well.
Yeah. So how do you deal with those moments then, when you're in one of those difficult patches of writing or recording? Like, what do you do to kind of help yourself through it, to kind of process it?
I don't know. I try to spend time on my own, I think, just so that I'm not hurting anyone that much. I try to take walks on my own. I try to but then you're still on your own. But I think that's kind of what you need to go through. I cry a lot as well. There's not really any solution. You just have to go through it. I think it's just the way it is, you know. But now I know how. I think it was less difficult in a band, because I was sort of I viewed my role as trying to cheer everybody up and if I break down, everybody break down. So I need to stay on track and hold everybody. And this person is falling down. I need to catch them up. This person does self-doubt. I need to catch them up. And it was this sort of there was not really a time where I could, you know, I think express my self-doubts, although I had them. I had to pretend almost, or to be seen as someone who was like, no, we can do this. And when I did this record, I think it was sort of the moment where I didn't have that role anymore. So suddenly I was more of a, you know, I was the person I never thought I would be.
Yeah. Nice.
Which is interesting.
Yeah. And who is that person?
Well, it's a person who has self-doubts, who can throw tantrums, who can, I mean, not that I couldn't, but it's just in the creative process. I always thought I was this indestructible, efficient sort of, but actually I think it was for the detriment of my art. It was sort of, I wasn't really being honest, you know, I was hiding things, and in a way it was catching me up because I was very unhappy. So, yeah.
Yeah. And what about those moments of self-doubt? What did they look like? Was it a kind of imposter syndrome situation, or was it something else?
Definitely. I mean, come on. Why me? Why? Why am I good enough to do this? You know. And also it would be like I'll never finish this. You know, I'll never see the end of this. And no, I've learned a lot. Like I even some songs when I wasn't sure I was going to keep them until the mixing. You know, because there were. I've learned that actually you can have doubts till the end. You know.
Yeah.
And then be saved. Yeah, it's a big lesson of letting go. Even now, I mean, you know, the confinement and releasing a record. I mean, it's a lesson of humility. It's like, all right. I thought the most important thing in my entire life, making this record, putting it out, actually isn't that important in the view of, you know, of life and death and the world in general. Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting. You have to submit